Hey, this is Adam Agee. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I have talked to you many times back to your Stellar Cart days. I know it's
Oh
like
yeah.
it's hard to remember people, but I've seen you at like Unity Festival here in Michigan, and I think Big Ticket as well. But I've seen you on the road many times. But we've done several interviews, but I'm excited for you. Like every time I talk to you, there's like a new chapter in your life.
I know it's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, when I say who you are, I always remind people like if you don't know who that is, like Stellar
Right.
Cart, Audio Adrenaline, like so I'm glad for you as a solo artist being on Winter Jam. How pumped are you?
I'm stoked. It's gonna be awesome. It's crazy. It's been a crazy new adventure. Really, this whole year out with Newsboys. I think we've done 98 shows or something like that already this year. And so it's been a fun adventure being a solo artist now.
Well, and it's a lot different, isn't it, than being in a band? It's a different experience, and you can steer the ship a little differently.
Yeah, it's it's got its good things and its bad things. Obviously, the camaraderie of being in a band and trying to play together is an art that is really fun and hard to do, and I love that. But also, I get to be out on the road. I've been out with the Newsboys guys for the last year or so, and so I know those guys, and so it's been fun to hang with them. So that's been nice. But yeah, it's a different animal trying to entertain a crowd just by yourself with an acoustic guitar. But I love the challenge.
And I just got through interviewing Michael Tate, and I told him, I said, I wish I had the energy between you and Duncan. Like, I said it's like the energy of like 10,000 toddlers. Like, like every time I talk to them, and if I'm in person with them, it's like I lose complete control of the interview, and I just say, I don't know why I'm here. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
just
well,
just hit just hit record and let them talk to each other. It's great.
that's what I do. And every once in a while they'll say, Ginger, did you want to ask something? Sure. And just I'll jump in here. Like I started out my interview with Michael, and I said, "Hey, is this my Michael?" And he said, it is only black man in Christian radio." I was like, why do you do these things? He's such a fun guy. Everybody is though. I love Peter Furler, Phil Joel. Like I'm so happy you're on the road with all these guys. I know this has been just an incredible experience just being bros, just like that whole camaraderie thing with them. You've kind of got since as a solo artist, it's kind of nice to have that, right?
Yeah, it's really cool because Stellar Car toured with Newsboys back in '07 on the Go tour with Peter, and so I got to know Peter real well. And then yeah, we did the tour in 2015 with Audio A and with Tate, and so I've known him now for real for a while, and now doing the solo thing. It's great, and obviously those guys are great guys, or else we wouldn't be getting along after almost 100 shows this year. So it is a true testament to the character of everybody out here.
Well, and for one, I know this is like a weird compliment, but I love your new logo, your A's, the Adam
Oh,
McGee. I mean, Agee, I just said Agee. Um, I know everybody does, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's actually my son's favorite color is green, and so I got the little green stripe in the middle there. But yeah, the AA, it's just that's it's a new chapter for sure.
It's cool. It really makes a statement. I mean, branding makes a lot of difference on whether or not people will give your music a shot sometimes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true.
that's awesome. Well, we just started playing Going with You, and I love it, but
Awesome.
I wasn't done with fighting for you. And like, uh, like I had all these other songs. I want to know how long have you been in music? What combination of your Stellar Card, Audio Adrenaline, and like solo career?
Well, we started me and my buddy. We started Stellar Cart in 1999, and we played in our youth group and played at every birthday party and rodeo and bowling alley and anything we could play at for years and years. We got signed in 2004, and then put out. I think Stellar Card has five or six records, and then been doing the Audio Adrenaline thing since 2014, and then ventured out solo. Released my solo project and it's been out for almost a year now.
The paper airplanes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And what's funny is I still every once in a while slip in Stellar Carts Living on a Prayer. Like
yeah. Come on.
I mean, I love that. I loved a lot of things you guys did. You guys are like this quirky rock band. Like you had this like it was a different take, It was just something cool and different. I loved it. It was kind of
We're
like Blink 182, just off the beaten path a little bit, just enough for you to just think it's awesome.
yeah, we were just a bunch of kids out from out west, and we didn't really grow up on much Christian music. Like I listened to a little bit of the stuff that my parents listened to, but not much. We were just kind of rock and roll kids and didn't really know much better, and so we just did what we did. We wrote about our lives and our families and our faith, and it just kind of came out funny and crazy, and kids had a good time with it.
No, now, so are you living in Nashville?
I did. I just moved last year, so I made the plunge, and I'm in Nashville now with everybody else.
So it's not as cold as it here is here in Michigan, but it's cold. It's
It's certainly colder
cold.
than Phoenix. We're going out to Phoenix for Christmas, and so I'm looking forward to 65 degrees and sunny on Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I'm going to Texas for Christmas, so it's going
Oh,
to
there
be
you go.
about the same. Yep, I'm looking forward to it. It's weird though how you have to bundle and unbundle getting in and off the plane. You all bundled up when you leave Michigan and get to Texas. And it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't get my coat hot. I just get the coat off like immediately. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so I'm curious. You've been on the road and obviously you've done music festivals and you've been around a lot of artists, and worked with a lot of them. But I'm curious if you had to choose like maybe one or even two people that you have been dying to like maybe collaborate a song on, who would that be?
Oh man, that's hard to nail it down to just one or two, but I do. There is a guy that has been a friend of mine for, I guess it's been almost 15 years now, and still haven't done anything musically with him, but I would love to, and that's Toby Mac. He's
Oh, okay.
he's offered, and it just hasn't worked out yet, and so it's on me to nail him down, which is a very difficult thing to do because the guy is a busy guy. But we wind up just going and playing golf instead of doing music together, which is fine as well. But yeah, I would love to collaborate with him eventually.
I can't respect the golf thing, but good luck on the Toby thing. Uh, no, what's so cool about that is, it's kind of a cool juxtaposition of styles, to throw somebody in there like Toby. Who I like that you can try is like Brandon Murphy or like Aaron Cole. Like
Yeah, yeah,
those
definitely.
are some cool dudes too to have that same kind of R&B rap hip hop feel, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of new guys out there too that until Toby, and maybe it'll make him jealous, and then he'll come back and say, "Oh man, I was gonna do a song with you. We just didn't get it. We just didn't make it happen." Uh,
Yeah,
so
another guy I love in that vein is Derek Minor. I got to do a
oh, I
tour on a
love
road show with
him.
him, and that guy he's so great.
He is. Oh my gosh, he's one of my favorites. And whenever we do an interview with him, I get so many people like questions or people asking, either that or like when I upload the interview afterwards, like he gets like one of the most hits. Like people love him. He really is talented. And Winter
Yeah.
Jam is so full of cool people. Hey, get Jen Ledger aside, man. I mean, you got the rock in you. I mean, like
Hey, yeah.
you've toured with
Well,
them, so
that's the beauty of going on these tours and getting to hang out with these artists is you become friends after playing 50 shows together, and then it's like, yeah, let's work together. It sounds great.
well, I mean, and so the Newsboys, why haven't you guys like already done something? You guys need to.
I don't know. You never know. That might happen here in the future. I'm not sure, but
It's hard to get
yeah,
them to calm down very long, but they need to come out on some new people's records, or even just get Michael Tate. Just grab him
yeah,
aside, or Peter Furler, grab one of them guys and say, "Hey, just do a little fun recording with me, and if it works out, I'll send you the tape and the royalties."
yeah, exactly.
I'm so glad everybody needs to get paper planes. it's out now. You can listen on Spotify. You can buy it. Is your website just your name?
Yep. Well,
Oh,
it's adam-ag.com. So you can find all the stuff there too. And I'm working on. I've got a bunch of songs that I'm waiting to record, and hopefully I'm going to get them done. I probably won't get them done in time to start Winter Jam, but I'll get them done and have a full length, sometime during Winter Jam. And so I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, it's a good thing to shoot for since you'll have like 20,000 people at a time to sell them to.
Yeah, exactly.
Your wife can be pushing for that, right? Well, I am so thankful for you. I have an old picture of us from, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, and I look at both of us now. I'm like, wow, like kids age you.
Totally.
Just me. No, you look the same, except for, I mean, you had your stellar hat on, but other than that, like you do look the same. You haven't aged, but I was like, oh no, like I can't take a picture of him again soon and like look at those two together. Uh, but I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you're out on your own. I'm glad you're still doing music. I'm a big fan of you personally, but also your voice. And I'm loving that new album. And like I said, we are playing going with you like every week. I am a big fan of this record, and I can't wait for. I'm trying to like be cool and like wait for you to actually release it as a single because I know that's kind of, for your promotional purposes, that's kind of what you need to do. But yeah, I'm sticking with going with you, and then I'll like every as you open up another one, I'll grab that one too. Well, we'll see you in Winter Jam here in Michigan next month, where it's freezing cold, but it'll be warm inside with all the light shows and all the incredible music and the several thousand people. But that makes it warm real quick.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks so much. It means a lot. I appreciate you, and it really does mean a lot. Thank you.
Well, you have a very blessed and happy holidays with your family, and have a nice warm holiday in Arizona.
Yes,
Sounds like
yes,
it's
and
gonna
you
be
as well in
awesome.
Texas.
Absolutely. Well, we will see you next month on Winter Jam, Adam.
All right, sounds good.